make an Easter bun. I warmed up some water, about 1.5 cups, and I melted a stick of butter in there. I put a tablespoon of molasses and some honey, and I also threw in some peach, some pureed peach. So I really couldn't tell you what the equivalents are, what the the measurements are, but I would say it's coming up to about not quite 2 cups of liquid in there. Oh, and that stuff that's floating around the top, that's yeast. So I put 2 teaspoons of yeast. I actually wasn't going to do this because I'm feeling a little bit, I don't know, pressed. I got 2 eggs in here. I put in a third. I bought some fruitcake fruits, and why do I have this in here? I can't remember. I'm losing my frame of thought. I don't remember why I did this. I didn't want to dirty a bowl, so I just used this saucepan that I warmed up the yeast and everything, that put the water in, so I could scramble my eggs. So you beat the eggs and put them in. I'll clean up that thing later. And I'm gonna get this thing started. Ouch, I just crushed my finger. I'm putting in the flour. I'm gonna start with about 4 cups and see how it mixes in. And I may put 5 cups. Alright, that looks a little bit more like it. By the way, I used red flour because that's going to give it the proper sponge consistency that I'm looking for with this bread. That dry stuff will begin to incorporate soon enough. You just have to let it keep kneading, doing this thing. It's a KitchenAid mixer, by the way, that used to belong to my mother, and then when she passed away, I cleaned it. So it is. I just finished kneading it up with the machine, and it's nice and supple. I'm not going to turn it out on the table and all that. It's been kneaded up plenty, and I'm just going to cover it with some plastic and let it rise for like about 1.5 hours to 2 hours, because it's very high in sugar, so the yeast is going to be slower. So, and then onto the, okay, these are some apricots that I soaked overnight, dried apricots that I soaked overnight, and now I'm just going to cut them in half and cut them in half again, quarter them. The water that I soaked the apricots in is what I used for the bread, the liquid in the bread. So throw that in later. Look at this massive jar of aniseed. My mother, that's not how you spell it, by the way. My mother passed away, and when she passed away, I cleaned up all these things in her kitchen. I don't know how long ago she bought this jar. I don't know how much it was originally, but I've had this jar for like 6 years now, and those seeds smell just as fresh and strong as probably the day they were purchased. Probably not, but anyway, they're still very nice and strong. So these are whole seeds that I ground into a powder. It's about a teaspoon and a half. As you might know by now, I'm kind of a renegade. I'm a renegade cook as well. I'm not measuring these raisins. I'm just going to throw some in. About I don't know, half cup, something like that. Let's say third of a cup. It's going to be a very fruit-dense bun. And I got some dried cherries. It's not open. My husband bought all these ridiculous. I said to him, go to the store and buy me some fruitcake fruits. And this is what he came home with, so I gotta use it. This is pineapple. What the hell, you only live once. I don't know, I'm kind of torn about this, these green cherries and these red cherries. I'm just going to use a little bit of this terrible citron. This is nothing like, my Buddha's hand citron. I mean, I don't know what they make this out of, but it's not very flavorful. It's just for looks, I guess. Oh God, should I do it? Oh, look, they're glowing. They look like they glow in the dark. I'm not gonna do it. All right. What about these cherries? Whoa. No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do a real thing. This is the bona fide article that I made, the Buddha's hand citrus that I made back in December for fruitcake. And you really only need a little bit of this because the flavor and the aroma is outstanding. I mean, I could have just used that alone and it would have been just delicious. But traditionally, bun has a lot of fruit, so. Alright. I'm just going to use half the jar. This is what I bought before. Well, I bought this week. And this is kind of terrible enough, so I'm not going to use too much. Okay. I don't know, that's like, that's about a half cup. That's one of those terrible cherries, but I guess I'll let it go. Alright, that's about half a nutmeg. And then I'm going to stir it up a little bit to distribute all the nutmeg and stuff, because when the dough is ready, when it has doubled in size, then I'm going to put the fruit in there, and I'd rather it be mostly well distributed before it goes into the bowl, because I don't want to manipulate the dough too much.